So hello student, again I will going to explain optical activity and some terminology in this. Now here some question arises in optical activity. Some compound are able to rotate the plane polarized light, okay, no doubt, and some compound are not able to rotate some plane polarized light. Okay, what is that? See, if we pass light through the solution of methanol, it is found that no rotation. No rotation means optically inactive. Okay. Then ethanol, no rotation, optical inactive. Okay. Then suppose 1 butanol, no rotation, optical inactivity. 2 butanol, see, just there is rotation observed. This 2 is showing rotation means optically active. What is this? Why 1 butanol is not able to rotate and why 2 butanol have ability to rotate the plane polarized light? Here see the difference. Here OH group at carbon number 1 and here OH group at carbon number 2. That is the only difference. Is that difference will make it optically active? No. This compound having some speciality. This 2 butanol having some property and that property is not associated with 1 butanol. This property or God gift, we can say it is just God gift, is absent in 1 butanol, but that gift is associated with 2 butanol. What is that? That gift is asymmetric carbon atom. See, asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon atom means sp3 hybridized carbon. sp3 hybridized carbon means tetrahedral carbon. Attach with 4 different atom or groups. Attach with atom or groups. See, 1 butanol. This is the structure of 1 butanol. Okay, and 2 butanol. So asymmetric carbon atom present in 1 butanol or not? See, sp3 hybridized carbon. sp3 means tetrahedral carbon. That carbon atom undergo sp3 hybridization, that is called sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Means 4 bond forming carbon, sigma bond. 4 sigma bond forming carbon. Here all carbon atom are sp3 hybridized because all of them have formed 4 sigma bond, 1, 2, 3, 4, and attached with 4 different atom or group. Here this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 is attached with how many groups are attached or atom? hydrogen, hydrogen, OH, and here carbon. All are different? No. OH group and carbon are different, but these two are identical. Among the 4 group attached to this carbon, 2 are identical. All 4 are not different. Same for C2, C3 and C4. Means this compound not having at least single carbon atom with 4 different groups attached with it. Okay. So as asymmetric carbon atom are absent. Come to 2-butanol. See, carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon number 1 having 3 identical group, so it is not asymmetric. Carbon number 3, carbon number 4 also having identical similar group, they are not asymmetric carbon. But what about carbon number 2? Carbon number 2 is attached with 4 different groups. See, here hydrogen, here OH group, here methyl group, carbon atom of methyl group, and here the carbon atom of ethyl group. So all these 4 groups attached to this carbon number 2 in 2-butanol are different. So C2 is asymmetric carbon atom. C2 is asymmetric carbon atom and it is represented by this sign asterisk. Okay. So what is that property? This 2-butanol having a symmetric carbon atom. So mostly it is found that the organic compound with at least one asymmetric carbon atom will show optical activity. This is the first requirement for the compound to show optical activity. Okay. What? Asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon atom means what? sp3 hybridized carbon atom or tetrahedral carbon atom which is attached with 4 different atom or groups. That carbon atom is known as a symmetric carbon atom. Okay. So this is, if it is available, then that compound may be optically active. If it is absent, then it is optically inactive. Okay. So this is the first condition for the compound to show optical activity. Okay. Now, so we can easily judge by applying this whether the compound is optically active or not. So in methanol, no asymmetric carbon atom absent, optically inactive. Ethanol, asymmetric carbon atom absent, optically inactive. 1-propanol, asymmetric. 2-propanol, what about 2-propanol? 2-propanol, CH3, CH, OH, CH3. Is there asymmetric carbon atom present? No, because identical group CH3, CH3. These 2 groups are different, hydrogen and OH, but methyl group are same. So it is not asymmetric carbon atom. So it is optically inactive. Now, for example, glyceraldehyde. H. Is it optically active? See, if this compound contain asymmetric carbon atom, then it may be optically active. Just go through this example. See, how many carbon atom present in glyceraldehyde? 1, 2, 3. And see how many sp3 hybridized carbon atom present. Total number of carbon atom are 3. 1, 2, 3. How many asymmetric sp3 hybridized? This is asymmetric. This carbon is asymmetric. This carbon is sp3 hybridized. sp3 because it has formed 4 sigma bond. It also formed 4 sigma bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It is not asymmetric. sp3 hybridized because it is sp2 hybridized. This carbon has formed 3 sigma bond and 1 pi bond, therefore it is not asymmetric. Okay. So carbon number 2 and carbon number 3 are sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Let us see whether it is asymmetric or not. What about carbon number 3? Carbon number 3 attached to 2 hydrogen atom, therefore it is not asymmetric. Okay. Carbon number 2 attached to 4 different group, aldehyde, CH2OH, OH and H. Okay. So this is a symmetric carbon atom, so it is optically active. It may be optically active. So then what we have to do? Pass plain polarized light through the solution of glyceraldehyde. This is glyceraldehyde. Okay. And then light coming out through the solution, analyze. Then it is found that light get deviate toward right side through angle theta. This is the angle of rotation. Okay. Then it is called optically active, and it is there is right side rotation, means it is dextro rotatory, optically active, and it is written as small d glyceraldehyde or plus glyceraldehyde. Okay. And again one more glyceraldehyde is there. That glyceraldehyde rotate the plane of PPL toward left side, therefore that is leo rotatory optically active or minus glyceraldehyde optically active compound. Okay. Now what is the difference between these two, dextrorotatory and leo rotatory? It is found that they are mirror image of each other, exactly mirror image of each other, mirror image. CHO, just write in this way, CHO. Now CH2OH, CH2OH, mirror image. OH. Okay. So this is dextrorotatory, this is leo-rotatory glyceraldehyde and leo-rotatory glyceraldehyde. Okay. So what is the relation between these two isomers? These are optical isomers because one is dextrorotatory and another is leo-rotatory, and the relation between them is that these two optical isomers is that they are non-superimposable mirror image of each other. They are non-superimposable mirror image, non-superimposable mirror image of each other. Means if we put this compound on this, then there is no matching, there is no perfect overlapping between them. If we put this like this and on this, then there is no matching. Okay. There is mismatching between CH2OH, CH2OH, HH like this. Okay. So this is called such optical isomers which are non-superimposable mirror image of each other. Optical isomers which are, just observe me what I am telling you. These two are optical isomers and non-superimposable mirror image of each other. Stereoisomers, optical isomers or stereoisomers having relation non-superimposable mirror image of each other are known as enantiomers. Enantiomers. They are enantiomers of each other. These two optical isomers of glyceraldehyde are enantiomers. Why they are called as enantiomers? Because they are optical isomers, means stereoisomers, and also non-superimposable mirror image of each other. Non-superimposable mirror image of each other. Therefore, such stereoisomers are known as enantiomers. Such isomers are known as enantiomers. And when optical isomers which are enantiomers of each other, then this asymmetric carbon atom is said to be chiral carbon. Chiral carbon or chiral center, and the molecule is said to be chiral. And molecule is said to be chiral. Chiral means what? Chiral means what? Chiral means chiral center or chiral molecule means that molecule, that compound having its mirror image, and that mirror image is non-superimposable mirror image of each other, and the relation between these two isomers is this non-superimposability. Then this compound is said to be enantiomers, and then asymmetric carbon atom is said to be chiral carbon, chiral center, and the whole molecule is said to be chiral molecule. Okay, that is the meaning of chiral center or chiral molecule. And remember one thing, the organic compound with at least one chiral center is optically active, always optically active, always remember. But the molecule having asymmetric carbon atom are not optically active always, may be optically active, but the compound having chiral center are 100% optically active. So, basic and complete condition for optical activity is the presence of chiral center. If your molecule is having chiral center, chiral carbon, then that molecule is said to be optically active. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so this is, and again see the difference between these two enantiomers. They are enantiomers because they are non-superimposable mirror image of each other. So these two compound, one is D and another is L. If we observe their configuration, arrangement, then you will find RS in term of RS. Okay, in term of RS, number 1, this is the asymmetric carbon atom, or this number 1 goes to OH group, number 2 here, number 3 and number 4. Okay, then lowest priority group is on front side, that we want on back side. Okay, or we can change 1, 2, 3, the rotation is anti-clockwise, means S, but lowest priority group is on front side, therefore it is R. Configuration is R. So it is R glyceraldehyde. Okay, as per preference, OH group oxygen get number 1, aldehyde 2, CH2OH 3 and hydrogen 4. But here lowest priority group is on front side. During this method we want this lowest priority group on back side. Okay, or then simply we can change the sign. 1, 2, 3, anti-clockwise rotation means S configuration, but it is on front side, therefore S changed to R. So finally its configuration is R. Okay, come to this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 clockwise direction, but this is on front side, therefore S glyceraldehyde. Okay, so these are the two enantiomers. These are two enantiomers of each other. Enantiomers having opposite configuration. Remember this, opposite. Always remember opposite configuration. Enantiomers always have opposite configuration. Okay, this is the meaning. So student, in next class, actually this is the molecule with one asymmetric carbon atom. Okay, and I will explain one more example, I think molecule with two asymmetric carbon atom. Okay, in next class. Thank you very much.